What it do, crew? My name is Ver, and I've discovered so many really cool trends on YouTube like Millennial Money, destroying the like button, how much I spend in a week videos, and now this. What is in my wallet? I'm always late to these sorts of trends, but I do see YouTubers post on occasion these types of videos showing what is in their wallet, and they talk about personal finance or credit cards, for example. But that made me think a little bit. Since I like talking about personal finance as well as investing, and I had a video where I shared how much I spend in a week in Los Angeles, showing you what I spend but not how or the mode that I spend my money, I thought, hey, let me do this video, what is in my wallet, show you what types of credit cards I have and other things that are in it. If you're into that, please obliterate the like button, also hit the subscribe button so you get a chance to see my future videos, and if you ring the notification bell, you'll have an even greater chance of seeing my future videos, so do that and let's get into the video. So here's my wallet right here. I've had many different wallets over the years. I used to have like black leather wallets that were foldable that had many different compartments. All right, so before I get into what's in my wallet, there is a short message on the face of the wallet since it was a gift from my mom. I don't know if you can see it. It's not really auto-focusing, but I could read it real quick. So it says, "To my son, never feel that you are alone no matter how near or far apart I am always right there with you in your heart. Just believe in yourself and remember you only fail when you stop trying. Never forget that whatever you go through, no matter what, I will always love you. Love, Mom." That's a really sweet message from my mom, and I've had this wallet ever since, at least for the last few years. This was the latest wallet she's given me. It's the first wallet that's actually had a message on it, because other wallets she's always given me were like just plain black wallets. So this is a really cool thing. But anyways, so let's get into what's actually in the wallet, and I'll start off with how much cash I actually have in it. So I have some cash in the wallet. I don't know how much I actually have, but it looks like 5, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20, 1, 2. So it looks like there's $22 in my wallet, and the funny thing is, or the coincidental thing is my birthday is on November 22nd. I don't think that's on purpose. I think that was just a coincidence. So I think the first thing that I want to point out is the types of credit cards I have in my wallet. So I do have my first credit card, which is a Citi Double Cash card. This card is really cool because it gives you 1% back every time you spend money, as well as 1% back when you pay that money back, for a total of 2% back on your cash. And that's the cool thing about the Double Cash card. It's honestly like a really flexible card. There's no different categories. It's pretty standard on what you can spend on. So it doesn't have like revolving categories like a bunch of other credit cards. That's one of my very versatile cards that I use almost every day if there's no like promotion on groceries or there's no promotion at warehouses, but that's my first credit card. So the next card, I actually go to Costco a lot because I am a Costco member and have been for the last few years. So I do have the Costco Citi card, or the Costco Citi Visa card. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but there it is right there, Citi card. I am an executive member, so I do pay the $120 a month, but since me and my fiance go pretty often to get our groceries, get our bulk items, since we are staying in a lot and cooking a lot, we do end up getting almost half of that back. So our membership ends up being less than that $120 per year. The other cool thing about the card is you can get 4% back on gas. I know we're not going out all the time, but when we do get gas, that's 4% on whatever you spend getting gasoline. So that's our favorite perk. In-store purchases are less than that, but 4% is pretty good whenever we do get gas, and we like going out of the way to get Costco gas. The next card is not a credit card. It's actually a vanilla gift card. We got this, I believe, from our real estate agents after we closed on our house a couple years ago. We haven't spent it yet, so if they're watching this video, we actually still have it, and we use it whenever we want to not spend money on a credit card or whatever, but we do have this, and I do keep that in my wallet. Oh, okay, so I actually have a Walmart associate card. My mom did work there for 15 years and then retired from Walmart. So since my mom's not here, she's based in the Philippines now after being retired. Whenever she does come back and she needs to go to Walmart, she can get that lifetime 10%. So that's that card here. If we flip it over, I actually have this card here. It's a tap card. I'm based in Los Angeles, and I actually used to commute a lot, and it was called the Commuter experience. If you're familiar with CNBC Make Its Millennial Mortgage video, but I used to commute to work about 3 hours a day total. It would be like an hour and a half to 2 hours one way, but I would have to take public transit like the bus or the train. And basically this is how I got on there. Every time I'd lose it, I have to buy a new one, but I just eventually just kept it in here, and then every time I would reload it to get on the train and buses. Yeah, I just have random receipts. I think these are back when I would reload my tap card. So the reason why I kept those receipts is before I used to have to purchase my tolls and load it onto my tap card, but I would forget a specific card to do that. And I used to have this net benefits card through Fidelity, which was called the Commuter card. You can see that right there. So I was able to contribute pre-tax money into a specific account only for commuting expenses. Since I was on the commuter experience, it was really useful to be able to put pre-tax money. Basically, I wouldn't be taxed on that money, and I'd be able to use that to pay for my funds to travel on the bus and train. So that was really cool. I do have some money on here because I did preload it last year before the pandemic happened, and I can't get that money back, but it was really useful at the time. So moving on, we're going to go into the flatter compartment right here. My main bank accounts are through Wells Fargo, Ally Bank, and Chase. So I definitely have those 3 debit cards. I'm not going to show the numbers, obviously, but I do have those cards here. And I do like going to Target, and they do specifically have their own debit card too, where it links to a bank account, and you're able to get 5% back on that. So I have that in my wallet in the debit card section. So the last section of my wallet is the middle section, which has a group of cards. I have my health insurance card, which I have a PPO plan or a high deductible plan, where I'm able to also have an HSA account, where I do have an access card for that. So it's through Fidelity too. So I do have a couple grocery store cards. I have Vons and Ralph's. So Vons and Ralph's are the main ones here in Los Angeles and SoCal that we go to, aside from Costco. But whenever there are discounts like buy one get one frees or buy 4 for $5, whichever like that. And then the last 3 cards were actually because before, when I would commute to and from work, a lot of the times I would read books, and sometimes I'd read so many books that I didn't have enough books at home, and I started going to the library. When we moved down to the city that we live in now, there were 3 library systems. There was LAPL, or the Los Angeles Public Library. There was also LA County, and then there was also the Torrance Library System. So I have 3 library cards to go to each and every single one. The selection at each and every one of these are different. I think LA County has a limited selection. LAPL is very general, and you can ship books and reserve books from many different branches to the one that you're closest to. And then the Torrance Library is actually really nice. They have book sales every quarter. There was a huge book sale when we first moved down here that we went to, and we basically got like, I think it was almost 50 plus books just for $10 or $20, something like that. But also, I didn't even mention that I have an ID card and an extra credit card stored in the back of my phone. Credit card I have in here is the Chase Freedom Unlimited card. I actually recently downgraded this product from the Chase Sapphire Reserve. This one is metal, or it's like a harder plastic versus this one. But basically, I downgraded because the annual fee on the Chase Sapphire Reserve was, I think, $350 at first, and then it moved up to $450. And since I'm not traveling a lot, it doesn't make sense for me to keep this card, so I ended up downgrading it. I used the points on it to pay off some credit card payments, because apparently on Chase, when you have points, you can pay off certain transactions if it's at restaurants or groceries, and then you can get credit on your statement. So I got that. I actually ended up paying way more than I had, and then I downgraded the product to this since I'm not traveling anymore. That is my main credit card next to the Double Cash and the Costco credit card. So when me and my fiance moved from Austin, Texas to Los Angeles, we had to get new IDs, and this is the picture that I took back when I did that. So I'm going to cover up the personal information, but that is the last card in my wallet. Anyways, everyone, thanks for watching the video through. I really appreciate it. If you noticed, I had 3 credit cards in my wallet. Actually, I have way more than that. I think I have over 13 credit cards. They're store cards, other credit cards with different APRs. Also, if you haven't already done so, please remember to obliterate the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you know the next time I post a video on my channel. Feel free to also leave a comment down below of any credit cards that might be in your wallet or anything else that's in your wallet. Or also, if there's a credit card that you didn't see in my wallet that you think I should get, because I definitely am looking for a new credit card. You can check me out on Instagram. I post there from time to time, and I do have fun there. If you don't want to add me there, that's cool too, because I'll still have fun. And one last thing, check out Millennial Investments. It's a website where me and a few couple content creators have curated some very awesome content to help you with personal finance, investing, and any other ways to build your wealth. So if you enjoyed this video or you learned something new, take that and get to work.
Bye.